Oh, so someone can help me on the island. Oh, nice. This was from the demo. This was from the original game. So Braxis Rex was one of the original guys in the original game. And he was a really badass, like, Chapter 1 boss, I think. Bowstring. Oh, here's somebody. Weird.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Pa told me elves and lizards and dwarves bring bad guys. Void guys. That's right, isn't it?
Tell them that it's believed that all source attracts Void Vulcan, but that all races use source.
I guess I'm a sorcerer too. That's why I'm here, right?
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island. And it's a lot nicer out here than outside. But you didn't die. Guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. No, there isn't anywhere safer. You'll see.
Brachus Rex, ruler to some, tyrant to others, long dead to all. Voidwoken. Those the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore. The Reaper for me.
Sabine.
Oh, they actually talk. That's crazy. What the hell? It actually heals itself too when it attacks me. God damn it.
Fading.
There we go.
Magister Jalen from the ship. I would have chosen a swifter death for him myself.
There's the sneaking. Cool.
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return.
Oh, cool. I learned a new skill. I'm regenerating HP. Okay. For mashed potatoes. Oh, that's a problem. I was eating stuff too quickly. Oh, here's the lizard guy.
Rubbish.
You spot a strange lizard, gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
No, I do not. Then again, I don't belong to the House of Dreams. I'm a prince of the House of War, a house you seem to be all too familiar with, judging by that rather fetching mark on your cheek. My, look at those tempests that are your eyes. I imagine you've something like revenge on your mind. But you've got it all wrong, girl. It is you who has relinquished her duties by running away from her master, a crime punishable by death. No, I suppose they don't. Which is why I've no intention of carrying out the death sentence that I should. Besides, you did come back for me and all those others on a sinking ship after all. What do you say we bury the hatchet, you and I? For now, at least. Good, very good. I'm glad you're being so sensible. Glad I can...
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Judging by the dark pools that are your eyes, I'd say you're seeing yourself.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. I already told you I'm a prince. Do you mean to tell me you don't know who I am? The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Listen to that. Tag along. Do you On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Most likely the same chap you're looking for. Promise me we'll find him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Oh, cool. You can, like, specify... You can say... He's a fighter, so you can actually change his class to fit you. That's so cool.
Very well. Onwards, then, to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off. Junk.
Interesting.
A black cat. Beauteous creature. Almost as graceful as I am.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but its eyes clear, and it...
What's this? I found something. I need to dig here.
I want to add a marker of some kind. The cat is following me. I don't have a shovel. Oh, there's the shovel. Cool. Let's go dig up that area. Right here. Nice.
nothing of any Verdus.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
I saw her on the ship.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty.
Let's eat her leg.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
Interesting. This is so cool. You eat someone and you like gain their memories. This is so unique. I don't think we've explored over here yet. Probably need telekinesis to get that.
Boring.
Tell me about it.
I told him I'd know exactly. Didn't I?
I don't think it's very wise for us to go into a fort that wants to, to basically kill us.
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself? They were so close, almost within arm's reach. You don't know them? Oh, remarkable. Bishop Alexander is the son of the Divine, the leader of the Divine Order. And Dallas, the Hammer, is his right hand. They are all that stand between you, me, and the Void. And they were right here just a moment ago, attending to some business.
Add the name to the list in my head. Nod and stay silent.
Have a look yourself, miss. I think the traitor is still there, in a somewhat changed condition. Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, goes the same.
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. What?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate?
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Burrow looks you up and down, sizing up your threat.
You look like you're worth a little more than that. Get lost, elf.
He sidles up to you, leering. He lies there.
Just get.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Where's the oil?
I'm trying to follow you.
Take your coin then.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
You're cheating! I know they help. Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must help each other.
She bows.
It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this.
Elves can eat limbs and experience memories of the person who the limb belonged to.
Thank you.
Oh, cool. Wizard hat. Seems like bronze skill pants would be pretty good.
Whoever kills the other is the boss. You're cheating.
Okay, so we leveled up. Finesse and wits. So what else we got here? Memory.
Whoever kills the other is the boss. Wait, I call a timeout.
Scoundrel. I have polymorph. Interesting. We have two-handed dual wielding. We should probably go with dual wielding a little bit. Scoundrel. What does this do? Speed boost.
You can't get me.
I also have thievery. Bartering seems really good too.
Got you.
Persuasion is a really good one. Increases the attitude with him by 5, which isn't really that high. Sneaking seems really powerful with this class. Pick up sneaking. He's got +1 persuasion, nice. And bartering, so he's really good at. I think he's really good at persuasion. I feel like we should give him warfare. And we'll give him constitution and some strength. Well, I'll save the game.
I know they help.
Wait, I call a timeout.
The Red Demon. The exiled pig. I'd heard they'd sent you here, but I'd hoped you'd have drowned yourself before crossing my path.
The soldier looks at you hard.
No, I suppose the Red Prince is rather taller, isn't he? You're positively stunted. Sorry for the mix-up. House? So, it is you after all.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Wouldn't be a proper healer. What do you think of messing with these boots?
Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
Amidst a crowd of...
And what you after?
A grin cracked.
Sure thing.
Man, so expensive.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
She didn't see me do it though, so. Ah, she says she's missing some goods. Resist the search. Oh my god. Like, I'm missing some things. Do you mind if I search through your bags? No. Moral of the story, save often so you don't get caught by stupid stuff.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of then and when. I do not. I refuse. We are unfamiliar yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree? I am very curious. So tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. I feel it deeply, your longing. We can see the things we lose, not with our eyes, but it is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
Oh, here comes a guy.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Not an attempt, mate. No. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance. It's stabbing time.
Oh my. I love how I just swing at the air. Whoopsies. Well, he's blocking all my crap from like physical armor and stuff. Man, this is very tough.
Now, let's not get nasty. Greet's better off, I'm sure.
Keep her name out of your mouth, how about?
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not her.
Oh, for the love of Lucian Ballard.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were...
A flat smile twitched.
She never did like you.
Oh my.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Murder's a big word. And no, this here's a bed for someone 1,000 times better than that snake. Rest her soul. The love of my life. Gret. She passed in the night.
He tenderly runs a hand.
If she were here, she'd tell me this plank is crooked. Chastise me.
The man holds a hand to his cheek for a moment. He turns. He taps hammer to nail and doesn't look up.
Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gritty.
Oh, 10 pots of me. 1,000 pots of dust. 50 pots of tears. Say, I don't know any elvish ditties. Got nothing. Don't break your head fair now. Enough.
Void Woken are attracted to source. But why?
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? Good.
Give us a smile.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? You won't regret it. Not when you hear what I've got to say. We need to be quick, though. You never know when the Magisters are going to haul you off. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. I have a way out of here. It won't... Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't. Oh, noble. Good luck with your friends, though. Enjoy your last days in good company, won't you?
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Sweetheart?
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers. Yeah, that Farah. You gotta cut that out. What's happened to you?
Please, can you... An elf! Stay away, cannibal. If I find out you've gone near my baby, I'll skin you alive. Away from me.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue jester this round.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Our father.
You there? Elf? I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to somewhat eccentric chatter. Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a me go. Otherwise, he hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Divine.
Looky here, mates. A fresh face. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. No problem, Freshie. In that case, enjoy your stay. But I'll be needing to collect your interment fee first, of course. I'm sure the Reds told you. No one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. Well, ain't you the playful one, gorgeous? I like them odds. Let's play.
He reaches towards you to take a card and... His purse slips easily into your palm, and you secrete it away.
Nice.
Hey, hold on a darn minute there. These cards are marked. But you guessed that already, didn't ya? All right then, what am I holding? Wrong. You may be beautiful, but you've got the brains of an elf. Pay up now, or we'll have to play some other games with you, since you're such a playful thing. We'll see about that, Freshie.
God, so bad.
Lest the void overtake and devour us all.
doesn't it?
Lest the void overtake and devour us all. Lest the void overtake and devour us all. Our Father,
I'm fading.
send us your children, your supplicants.
Man, she's so squishy.
I'll yield to none.
Send us your children, your supplicants.
One down. Of course, she just died right again, so that's not good. Man, these guys are so tough. God, this is so difficult. We need more people in our party. So I'm trying to find. I'm trying to get all these ding-dongs in our party before we start really going after them. Problem is, you go up and like you trigger an event, so it sucks. There's Stingtail. This is the guy we need to kill over here.
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Gods, please.
You're talking.
Oh,
say it. Go on.
well, it's the...
A flat smile.
She never did like.
The man, he You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog.
hands out your pockets now.
Yet so quickly we find sources so dangerous. What in his death comes to do? So void woken are attracted to source.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone?
The man scowls at
I thought I might see if you wanted to get out of this place. Though maybe I ought to ask. I have a plan. I've been here a lot. I have a way. Are you interested? You're lost, man.
Hello. You gonna pray all day, buddy? Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curve.
Back then, Sibyl, right? Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean. I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means?
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Dark pupils dilated in light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey...
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit hospitable? Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Feels like just one, strangely enough. Big one, though. Don't know its name yet, either. It takes time for them to get comfortable and introduce themselves. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... when push comes to shove. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought, and I'll do my best to...
Nice.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend. Even if your kind has displeased the god. Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the divine's own son, is God-woken. He will ascend, he will protect. Do not doubt that he will come into his power.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. You hear a strange sound, like rusted hinges creaking and air rushing through a tunnel. A hatch appears behind the shrine.
So cool.
Shrine, by the looks of
He
it.
has spoken. Lucian has spoken.
That's good for now. We'll save, but a tunnel opened up behind us. Didn't it? Right here. You want to go see if we can find anyone else?
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without back...
Ah, I knew there was a kinship of sorts about you. Same trade, different masters it looks like. If you're willing, we could work well together. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are.
So let's set up a formation. Save our game. Back in a bit.